Okay, hello, my name is Philhocht. Today I'm going to show you how to make a countryball morph, along with the ability to make emotes, and yeah. So, I want to show you the code in this homemade morph that I made. Made it in the span of around an hour, including bug fixes. Oh, it was only like 10 minutes for the main thing, and you can copy and paste this really easily. But yeah, literally just do that. You have these base ones, boom. Yeah, that's it. And yeah, that's about it. So let's get into the code, I guess. Short of ball morph, because I didn't know what to call it. So you have hi, which is the actual model of the morph. I will get into all of this soon, but first, let's talk about the thing that actually puts that thing on you. This is your main script. What does it? So first, we get the morph, which super parent to parent hi. Parent hi. Pretty easy. Do have cooldown. This is just when this part is touched, do all this. I just realized this is pretty advanced stuff, sorta. So I'm not gonna display most simple stuff, I guess. Like that, but yeah. First get the player. If you didn't know, you can get the player from character using this function. It's built into Roblox. Which touch function, this is just the object that touched our touch part, and if our object is really part of a character, then our parent should be a character, therefore should be a player. And if parent isn't a character, then this returns false. And this is if player equals true, shorthand for that, and not cooldown, which means if cooldown equals false, not true. Then first cooldown to true, because we need our cooldowns. Then we do this, which gets our clone, which we're going to put on the player. Changes the clone's name from hi to player.name, which is just your username. And player.character will now equal to clone. This is very important. This is actually a property I only recently found out. I was trying to just weld it to the person before, which is stupid. And it's hard, you can't really control it that way. But, so, player.character literally just reassigns your character from the base one you spawn in with, i.e. their avatar, to our clone. Which now same name as you for scripties names such. Yeah. Also, it also adds the core's Roblox scripts of moving and such to it as well, and all of the sounds. So you can still hear your footsteps, you can still actually move, you can still jump, etc. So now we get our root part of our clone. Every clone needs a humanoid root part and a head. These two are the two things that every character must have, or else they're dead. And then original humanoid root is the original humanoid root part, and head is just head. I actually don't know why I have this, but I have it just in case if we ever needed it. Probably don't though. And if clone humanoid root exists and original humanoid roots exist, then we set the clone humanoid root C frame to original human root C frame. C frame is coordinate frame, I believe it is, but just position orientation combined. So exactly, we're gonna set the clone the morph exactly where you were. So we get children is the clone's children, so all of this does not go any deeper, so only gets the base stuff here. And 4 for I equal 1 in children, and so pretty much we set I to 1 and do how many stuff there is and how many children this thing has times do children I, this is our index, so like if I equals 2 1 2 I equals children and 2 if children I if I equaling 2 would be humanoid. So hope that makes sense. But if it's a base part or is a union operations are unions, that thing. You can also use mesh parts if you want, since I believe mesh parts cause less lag, but right now, lazy, so yeah. But you can change that to mesh part if you're going to export and import them back to reduce lag and all that. Which you might if you have a lot of countryball, to be fair. And this is just for debugging. You don't need it. You can remove it. That's what I'm going to do, because who needs it? And then, so both of these things, we know it has an anchor property, so we're going to set the anchor to false, because if your anchor is equal true, you can't move, which kind of defeats the point. And else if it's a folder, only folder we have in here is the folder for the eyes. These are all my eyes I have. Bored, normal, sad, angry. Just basic ones I made in literally 5 minutes. If it's a folder, then we get another children thing, which children I is going to be our folder, because, yeah. And then for J, because you have to use different indexes. His local C3, which is children 3, just like, I get progressively lazier for my variable names as we go down. The children, the child 2, then C3. I get lazy the longer I do this. And for each child inside this model, it's all these models, so inside this, for children in here, which these are their actual eyes, he's put their anchor to false. So all that does. So all of this whole thing is just to make everything in here unanchored. All that massive code does. The final line here, we set the clone human display name equal player display name. Pretty much sets the human display name, because right now display name is Polska. If we run it, but yeah, I'll do it later. If we didn't do that, your display name would now show up as Polska, even though it's not. So this just takes display name to your either display name, which display name is username if you haven't set it, and your display name if you have. Motion GUI enabled, motion GUI paired equal player GUI. Motion GUI is the GUI you saw that allowed me to change motion that I made. Very simple. And then adding the player GUI, which is player GUI, that's your local GUIs, the ones that are assigned to you. Pretty much just makes it easier to do stuff. Did wait 3 cooldown equal false. That's just reset the cooldown. And that's hopefully all of that explained. I will be posting this whole morph as a model. All you need to do is just make your own thing and make sure that they want to make your prediction and they want ahead. And the for loops should take care of everything else. But if it doesn't, please tell me and I'll try to fix it. I'm very much an amateur coder. Mostly because I code in JavaScript, not Roblox. But, so that's the main morph thing done. But now, we want to, change expressions, because these dead, unfeeling eyes kind of scare me after a while. So, first, you gotta make emotions, obviously. I already have my emotions. You can make emotions just by using the same union operations we did on this to some basic 2-cylinder eyes, which is what I did. So, hopefully you can figure that out. I don't think I need to explain that, but yeah. You need to make a GUI. Okay, and if you never made GUI, pretty much all you gotta do, make a new screen GUI. Hey, do a frame, usually makes it look cool. Boom. Make buttons, use text buttons because I hate making images. Do that, and pretty much done. Then you set its enabled property to false, and you parent it under your morph. You also need to change colors, and you also need to actually set the text of all that. So text of the buttons. So yeah. But we have our GUI. Now all these buttons have local scripts. All these local scripts communicate to this event, which communicates to this This is our main emotion script, and let's take just the normal whole local emotion script. All these look the same, just change this variable to what the emotion is corresponding. So what happens is when the normal button's pressed, first of all catches the event, which is works basically on a player's local player.name, because this is going to be parented to pair GUI, so you can't just do script.parent.remote event anymore. So it's saying you do this because we know the clone's going to be the name of the player because we set it to that. So we can do this because this is a screen operator, gets the child that has that name as a string. And we know it's going to be our clone, and we know remote events under clone, so you just do $remote event, don't have to define which child. That's all that does. Emote, literally just the emote. So this is necessary for our main script to read. And then we fire on the event just the emote variable. Then, first of all, we get our emote, which you can do script up here in our room event because it's still going to stay there. I script up here to eyes, that's our folder of eyes. We're full models here. And prev emote equal normal. This is our previous emote, the old one. The one they either currently have if you just started, or the one you just had. It's important so that you can actually transparency of the old one back without having to take transparency of every single other one. This is more optimization. So on server event can execute this function I created. with the passive variable of emote. The reason I made it a function is because if I didn't, I would have to do a bunch of if commands with this over and over, and that's boring. Even though I probably could have just put it in here as well, but whatever. I already have this, so you could probably just do that, and it would still be fine. But this looks cleaner to me. Don't know why, it just does. So child equals all children of eyes, and child 2 is eyes up. Oh wait, eyes with the string or the string thing again, emote. So if we got board as our emote we got here, it would find one with the name board, and then it would get the old one, which I'd say was normal. So it's children both of these. And then just sets the transparency of all the children in the one you just selected to 0, and the old one to 1. 1 transparency equal invisible, 0 equal opaque. And then sets previous emote to the current emote. And that's about everything. Okay. I'll try to make a more detailed one and do like a step-by-step guide sometime if people want it. But that was just me trying to go through everything in the script so you can maybe follow along wherever. Once again, I'm going to be posting it to Roblox as well, so yeah. You can just, if you're lazy, like I usually am, you can just take it. I promise I won't put a back door in the game. But yeah. Oh, one more thing. Remember to weld everything together. Every part must be welded, or it's just not going to work. Like these two, welded. The eyes all welded. Eyes are welded to these two as well. Everything has to be welded. But then, after that, you're done. And you have brown Polska. Now, I'm gonna quickly run you through how to, like, change the thing in it, if you do it. So change it, because you don't want just Polskas, obviously. You also want to add emotes. So, let me show you that. First, so do one. You could get rid of these two. You don't really need them anymore. And now, we're gonna hit these over it. Oh god, that was bad lag. We're gonna put it close to middle possible. Good enough. We parent it under here. Weld all these together. I have a weld plugin that does it for me, but you can also name the logo if you want. And name somebody's humanoid part. So name one of them, usually the middle one. Humanoid part. And then name one of the head. Head doesn't really matter, just name one of them head. Just yeah. Now see, all these have welds to them. And these welds useless now. So get rid of all the welds, which should only be in one of them. As you there. And then weld them together. If I plug in north of it can't be welded, so we're good there. And we should be done. Test out to see if my thing worked. Hurt, because hopefully it did. Didn't. Oh, by the way, human might be a bit scuffed now. Just. Oh, right. It goes above the one named head. So it's gonna go over named one. So you could put like an extra part in there called head if you want. And weld it to it, which could do like. Eh. You're like it can't touch 0. Put it where you want it. There should be good. Parent it in here. Name this one back to Union. We don't need you anymore. Then redo this stupid thing. Because we added a part. And now we should be able just to do that. Oh wait, is human needed to be? Oh come on, it does. Okay. So you can also just put it inside this character. Ugh. Like that. It's hidden inside, never to be seen again. Now let's try it. Obviously, you can change the display name of the humanoid to be not Polska. To be France. And look at that. we now have a new thing. Okay, that's a bug. So this bug, I'm just going to quickly fix. I think I know why it's happening. It'll be in this one. Yeah, okay. Just gonna... You want ketchup for your fries? Okay, sorry about that. Back. I'm just gonna do if emotes equal free emote, then return end. And I should fix it. Obviously, I'm gonna update the model so it doesn't have these bugs I'm randomly finding. Once again, if you find a bug, please report it to me. Like, comment it. I'll probably see it eventually. Comment on the model, comment on the thing, on this video. I don't care. I'll probably see it and I'll fix it. But there you go. That's how you make a model. Oh, and also, if you want to add more eyes, all you gotta do is make a new one, which I'm just gonna do. Gonna do the lazy shocked ones, but it's literally just group that. Put it on the model correctly where you want the eyes, because I am not professional enough to make it to set. Oh, this is perfect. I am not gonna include this emote in the thing. You have to make your own, but this is hilarious. I'm gonna name this to, let's do shock. Parent that. Make sure it's all transparent unless you want it to be the base one. I don't. Set that to transparent. There we go. Make sure to weld it to something that does weld to something else. Like do that if I want, because that's already welded everything else. So if you weld something that's welded to something, it'll be welded to that as well. It's weird. Oh god, did we do that? Okay, and now we need to quickly change it. So this should all still be good. All we need to do is first add a new one, which we can go here. Do enable is already true. You have to move this to start GUI to see it in your workspace. Paste, and then just add a new button. Put it here. Rename it. Hit it to whatever you want. The name doesn't matter. A shock. Change the text. This is technically doesn't matter, but it makes it easier for the actual players. And then this does matter. Change the script. Change emote to shock. This string has to be the same name as the model that's corresponding to. Okay, now we re-put this in here, and it should work. Quickly test it out. Oh wait, oops, sorry, just it's finicky. Sometimes you gotta fix it like that. There we go. I just forgot to unanchor the eye stuffed and works. So there we go. That's it. That's how to make countryball. I'm gonna be posting the model under this account. Let's go Joyer 555 because I can. And goodbye. Also, by the way, we'll put 9K views on that make a countryball video. Holy crap. Okay, bye.